Death. Oh. Okay. Apparently it's nothing serious because it's like some sort of like funky groove going on now. But in the distance, where before there were fields and forests, the city slowly... Oh. Oh my gosh! What in the What? This doesn't make any sense. Is the city just disappearing? I'm pretty sure that's against the laws of physics. And basically every other existential thought that's out there. But in distance, yeah, city. At first it was faded like it was made of smoke, but it keep the sun. Sky City, I thought at once. But strange or not, there was nothing special about it, just a normal city, plenty of those in the territory of West Country. You call it too normal, almost... no, I'm pretty sure a city appearing out of freaking nowhere in the middle of like a 1980s summer pioneer camp is not very normal. A city would never pay attention to when passing it by in a car and flying over a plane. But to see such a thing here now when the camp lost all the vast fields and forests of another dimension where the only life consists of the local pioneer squirrels and mosquitoes. Even a cat girl is not that strange compared to... Yeah, I'd say! Slavy kept squeezing my hand tightly. Pioneers whispered around us as if afraid to speak in a loud voice, afraid that the illusion would disappear, or even the opposite, and become more real, crushing a little lamp Sovanok before it. But the city stayed in place like a white cliff rising above a valley. You should go like there and like see about stuff and like what the freak it's doing here. There was nothing about it, nothing special about it, neither gigantic skyscrapers nor significant architectural constructs, only houses in different colors, and different numbers of floors, industrial buildings, and... You know, this is like, you gotta think, this is a 1980s pioneer camp, and not everyone lived in the future like you did. So like, everyone's freaking the like, crap out right now. Cause this doesn't like, could you just imagine like seeing the future just like, okay, I'm sitting in my house and you walk out your door and you see like some sort of like spacecraft and like an army of like giant like hovercrafts flying down the road or whatever. That'd be basically the similar thing this is going on right now. You couldn't make people out or cars from the distance, but I was sure that the city is teeming with its own life, independent from our camp. I wonder if someone there got up on a roof and is looking at us through the binoculars, trying to make out the pioneers crowding the square. I don't know, but either way, this is just weird. This doesn't make the most amount of sense. But indeed, it seems like something flashed on me, one of the tallest buildings in the distance. Oh my gosh! Is this like... Do I finally get to know how we got here? Do I finally realize how Semyon actually got transferred back in time? Is this like a city he was from, and like he got on the bus route and somehow got like transported? No, I don't know. I hope I figure this out. But wait a minute, binoculars! According to my estimations, according to my estimations, there's about 2 to 3 kilometers to the city. So if I want to understand something right now and then, I need binoculars or a spyglass. I ran the organization out then. Cool. She's not dead. But do you see it too? Yeah. She replies as if strained. I need binoculars or spyglass. So I can't believe her stopped watching the faraway city for a moment and looked at me uncomprehendingly. Oh, do binoculars not exist? Yeah, okay, never mind. It exists at Eric's club. I darted off and rushed in the direction of the club. You know, this is like the first time I've ever willingly went to the club, like that club room. Like the only willing... Oh. They, of course, they don't even give a crap about the city. They're just sitting in the middle of the... Like usual, of course. Hey. They were thinking of something as usual. Some weird stuff happening in the camp. Binoculars! Give them to me! I shouted, trying not to lose my breath. What is it? Haven't you seen it? Oh man, you sit here with robots like owls! Oh. More owl stuff! They more owl synergy stuff. Cool. Do you have binoculars? I think I bit my tongue there. My tongue is now like hurting. Whoopsie. Do you have binoculars or spyglass? I pronounced each word slowly like a caveman who had just learned how to speak. Can you calmly explain what this is all... You know, You asked me to calmly explain, but your face is not the face of calmness. Plus your eyes are going through your glasses, all weird like. I'm pretty sure that's not how glasses work. No time to explain. Give me binoculars and hold to the square! The young cybernetics didn't keep arguing with me. And in a minute we were standing with the rest of the pioneers as I used the binoculars to carefully examine the city, which appeared from God knows where. At first glance there was nothing special about it, and it gave me an impression of being from my time, the beginning of the 21st century. Ad boards, satellite dishes, pompous shop signs, modern cars. Hey, give them to me! Camp leader snatched the binoculars from my hands. Oh, I need to come up with a voice for Yulia, just like, so, is that your world? I turned around and saw Yulia standing next to me. You said no one should see you. Yeah, but... She was lost in thought. No one sees me right now. What? But... Something's going on with this lady. Something's going on with this lady! Pioneer didn't pay it. Like, okay, if this is like weird plot to a city coming out of nowhere, stuff like that, my world merging with... How is there gonna be a harem? I'm just wondering this. Just like, kind of putting that out there. Are they all gonna move into like my apartment and we're gonna have like a good old harem or like an orgy or something? I don't know. I have absolutely no clue how the harem will work, but I guess I'll figure it out eventually. Do you know what it is and why? No. She answered with a short pause. There was nothing like this before. Nothing at all! And what was there? Well, you came and left and then came again. And what did you do all that time? I told you before I was preparing supplies for the winter. I told her I couldn't understand. Does Yulia really not consider the situation even a little bit stranger as she is they good at roleplay it or something? However, who would need to put on such a show for my benefit alone? I'm nothing but a guinea pig in a cage. I don't believe you. You should know something. Semyon! I turned to the camp leader. I have no idea what this is all about, but it looks very strange. We should call the police. Ogamichi reacted in the usual way like a known person situation crap. I turned back to Yulia and triumphantly informed her about it, but the cat girl had already disappeared. What can it be? The camp leader said quietly, not addressing anyone. I didn't know if I should tell her about it myself, about the future of traveling in the past. How do I know that the city is really from my time? It could be another illusion or behavior of pioneers. Is that just a part of it? And what if it isn't? This... I didn't manage to say anymore. Cool! Cool! Sugoi! Sugoi! Old Yana shouted, appearing from nowhere. Let's go and check it out! Oh yeah, they must be expecting us. Wait a moment. We should think it over. This is kind of like the stereotyping all the ladies, and also putting them in all one situation, so we'll be able to like picture the harem before our very eyes. Is Olga gonna be a part of the harem? Is it like oh that? I'm not sure how I feel about that, but is she gonna be a part of my harem? I don't know. What do you think, Semyon? Slavy asked insteadly, as if expecting an immediate answer. And actually, why should I think about the matter? What is the difference to me and them which makes me all-knowing? What does it matter that I am new to this world? The things that are happening are obscene, as obscure to me as any other local. I have no idea! Indeed, let's just go see for ourselves! Doesn't seem to be too far. But it's dangerous! Isn't sitting here dangerous too? Lana knows. Everyone just like freaks to flip out, like all in one frame. One frame change, everyone just flips out. Lana said shyly, all the pioneers in the camp leader look at her uncomprehendingly. Well, I mean, if that city has appeared so oh, I gotta say this. Well, I mean, if that city has appeared so suddenly, then something else could happen and She seemed to be getting completely confused when she stopped talking.
Well, she is right.
She said in lazy voice, of course. I certainly don't understand what this is all about. I'm not going to just sit here and wait till something happens.
So if no one else is going to.
And me! Oh, Jan interrupted her. Well, what then? What if it's just an illusion? I'm pretty sure that's not how illusions work, Slavia. Then we don't lose anything. I was a bit surprised by the locals' urge to find out the nature of this phenomenon, because before they had avoided my conversation, related to the appearance of this world. Maybe it's a riddle inside of a riddle. A riddle. Like two enclosed spheres. We are all within a shell of the outer one, where everything is clear for them, but alien to me. And that city is just the intersection of the two spheres. However, if it is true, then I should be located in the boundary, not knowing anything about one another. Old Michinand was doubtful. Everyone else waited for her approval of a strict prohibition. Nothing surprised. Oh wow, that's a lot of text. I'm gonna try to do it in one go. You ready for this? Nothing surprised me about that. In the life of the camp organized by a Swiss watch, she was a time at this spot when the boundary was still like expanding and a mysterious poet appeared before them. She couldn't keep the reins of power in her hands. She started to panic and feel restless in the throne, which was losing its appeal. I couldn't do it. Komanasai.